From certified FIFA moves to getting the ultimate revenge, these are the 15 craziest goal celebrations in football history. And first up, Lionel Messi was taking out an entire country at the 2022 World Cup. Messi brought out a different version of himself no one had ever seen when it comes to celebrating goals. Messi stuck to one trademark move all his life, and this one has a special meaning attached to it. Messi always kisses the sky like that to honor his grandma, because she's the one who started his journey to becoming the GOAT. But at the 2022 World Cup, Messi pulled out a new move no one had ever seen before, and it was personal. The Dutch coach at the time, Louis van Gaal, had been very disrespectful to Messi and his teammates, and he'd also iced out Messi's idol Juan Roman Melfer from the Barca team years back. Unlike before, Messi wasn't going to let this one slide, and right after scoring his country's second goal, he made sure Van Gaal was alert and paid attention cold. But even Messi knows she's got nothing on the time. Emmanuel Adebayor pulled off the most. Emmanuel Adebayor savage goal move in Prem League history. Here's the deal. Adebayor had just moved to Manchester Arsenal, but some of the Arsenal supporters thought that forced his way out of the club for more money, so they said hurtful stuff to Adebayor. Now my man kept it all in, and when they finally met the Adebayor scored against this former team and was determined to let this former fans know it didn't give them any more. Half-kind 5K and banned for 3 games, but looking at this one again, it was worth it. Usually when players get fanabies, it's different for guys like Adebayor. It's all about their action, but for Erling, well, Steve Holland got to see this one again, made sure that Fanticket was worth it. Holland is way too chilled to let opposition fans get at him, man. Same thing with Julian May. Rather make them cry instead. PSG versus Olympique de Marseille is always very heated in the French league, but the 29-20 version of this one, PSG was tearing Merle apart. And right after scoring his team's 4th goal, Mbappé did this savage, but as crazy as this is, Mbappé celebration wasn't making it to the FIFA Hall of Fame. Like Samuel Eto'o in 2013, when Samuel Eto'o signed for Chelsea in the Premier League. This move raised a couple of eyebrows, and the most shocking one was from his manager. Chelsea's head coach at the time was Jose Mourinho, and he accused that too of becoming tooled to play at the top level. Now Eto'o heard all of this, so when he scored in his next game against Spurs, and dropped a FIFA Ultimate goal move, the old man. But you see guys, unlike Samuel, Arshash's manager was supporting him all through, and right after scoring at the World Cup, and his manager combined to dark Opabanger in Brazil's World Cup game versus South Korea in 2022. Which I saw was different gravy. That evening his manager had been boosting his confidence all game, and watching him play, you just knew he was going to score. And after headed, he got this coach in on the celebrations, and they dropped our mix of Ryzen's trademark celebration manif. I did that with my boss at work. I'm getting fired in 7 minutes. It's too bad Brazil got knocked out early of that World Cup, because they kept on dropping crazy goal celebrations all tournament long, even formed a band with it. This time it was South Korea and Brazil fade at the World Cup, and they were giving them a beating. The Brazilians enjoyed it so much, they formed a dance with it. The Samba boys can't even lie. This groove looks catchy, but when it comes to dancing at major tournaments, I gotta run it back to 2016 Griezmann, when my boy Griezmann and the rap and football cross beat to perfection at Euro 2006. Antoine Griezmann was on another level. His performances got better with each game, and every time he scored, he made sure to telephone and call me on my cell phone. Grizzy hit the drizzy with the hotline bling. Amazing this one gives. Nostalgic vibes. Men pulled this one off every week in Sunday League that year, but not all crazy dance goal moves. Labonta areas recognizable. Asked this one. When Leo Labonta hit a dance move in 2021, she set the internet on fire. Labonta was playing for Kansas City in the match against Angel City. But with 82 minutes gone, they were losing 1-0. Lonto was also her team's top scorers. So when they won a penalty with minutes left to play, she stepped up to take it and scored. But instead of celebrating, the home fans were struggling to hold their breath. Because seeing their top scorer clutch her hamstring, right, everyone thought she was injured until she did this. Damn, that's nasty and good though. Yeah, I know it's crazy. But at least she wasn't kissing anyone on live TV like Yanana Carrasco Carno. This one is funny. Carrasco was playing probably the biggest game of his career in the 2016 Champions League final for Atletico Madrid against Real Madrid, and with Sergio Ramos giving Real the lead, Carrasco finished off a fin team move to equalize, and with it being the Champions League final, the emotions must have been high, soy. You'd have probably been expecting a supercharged celebration and all, but okay. But now the thing is, Atleti went to lose this one on penalties. Ouch when you pause and take this funny man, just like Jamie Vardy. In Jamie Vardy 2016, when England faced Spain at Wembley, Jamie VY was surprisingly on a 13-game Godra, and many critics have been calling him out, saying he was just a flash in the pans. So Vardy took it personally, scored, but the insane part is him breaking his Godra wasn't even the front page of the headlines. It was his goal celebration, the mannequin challenge. That's my dog. Maybe VY was trying to pass a message across and shut his critics up, so he came up with this mannequin challenge to make them freeze. But my boy Super Mario simply asked them a question. The Manchester Derby in 2011-12, and ollies were on Mario Balotelli. Just to give an idea of how heated it was for Super Mario, he gotten a lot of negative press for doing stuff like setting off fireworks in his bathroom and crashing into a female prison, just because he was bored. As a result, it became a topic of debate around the world. And several blogs were setting him as the bad guy thing, as he just wanted his name off of their mouths. And papers so after scoring against United in an insane game has simply asked the question. Till now, I don't think anyone has been able to answer, man, why. Always him. Balotel's antics are insane, but even a guy as crazy as she's probably won't be. Polish league thinking about pulling this next one on the list, so get this. In a Polish league, Koskovia usually plays their reserve team in a friendly every year for the culture. But the 2019 version was top tier. The game ended 53, but no one even cared about the scoreline, because that goal celebration was out of this world. Man, imagine scoring a goal and rocking up seconds later with wheels to celebrate. That's a wesome. But it's only enough to make the top 3, and number 2 belong himself back in the Argentina day, before Messi even went Real, but was the hottest Argentine player on the planet. Apart from scoring goals, she rocked up a couple of crazy celebrations over the years. But the rocker was top shelf all those years back, and it still looks cool. Cabagold was a legend, but he's in at number 2 Ronaldo, and for number 1 Ronaldo dropped a celebration so crazy it got banned. 2019 Ronaldo had-trick in the Champions League, and the first leg didn't go as planned for CR7. He had a difficult match, got frustrated all through, and in the end Adebayor won the match. And Diego Simeone dropped the savage celebration to mock Ronaldo, and in the press conference after the match he break on Atleti to knock them out of the competition. And remember the celebration Simeone dropped from the first leg, so as payback. Don't mess with CR7 ever. Go moves in case you didn't. Those already subscribed to Ghost or TV to be hitting that subscribe button like you're about to.